Shane Gillis is a master impersonator, and no other comic comes close. He has the ability to choose any character and act them out flawlessly.
What's up, gang? I'm Toby Pictarin. And not only am I a military vet, but I'm also a grilled meat connoisseur.
Throughout his career, he has done multiple impressions, and I've ordered them so they get increasingly funnier as the video continues, with the funniest being at the end. Starting off with his Bam Margera impression.
He was making some wild Instagram, but he'd be like crying, puking. He was like throwing up on Instagram Live constantly. It wasn't like fun. There was a prank. It was like he was fucked up, and he'd be like, "They're fucking caught me out of the new Jackass. Dude, just send me a fucking." It was
Bam Margera was a professional skateboarder and full-time jackass, and his run-ins with the law have made him a recent topic of discussion on Shane's podcasts.
Having Bam Margera fucking hanging out in your pool.
Yeah, I'm at Phil's house.
How have you not become friends with Bam? I feel like that's in the trajectory of your life.
I would like that to happen.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I could just see Bam literally living on this couch at one point.
That'd be chill.
It'd be super chill to have Bam.
And Bam would get free use on Lameezy.
Yeah,
I'm about to wake up Lemaire. Fuck Lemaire's ass. So bad.
That was a good impersonation. And if you've listened to Bam, you can appreciate Shane's voice here, but this is just the beginning. Shane has done impressions of many different people, and this next one is a comedian he deeply admires. Clear.
Like, I didn't know. That's how white guys say I love you. Like, if a white guy says the N-word to you, you're like, oh shit, you trust me with your life?
Yeah.
And it's just pretty much a Louis C.K. joke at that point. I can't not do Louis when I'm like, and I didn't know what to say, so I was like, I faggot you too.
This was another good impression, and his hand gestures were on point too. Now, Shane doesn't just impersonate individuals, he does entire races, too.
White people used to be cool in America. Long time ago, dude. The height of white people being cool was us going, we're like, man. That was as cool as we got. We're like, man, see? Man. And then the day white people stopped being cool, it was Jackie Robinson's first game.
Here, Shane is referring to white Americans in the 1940s, well before the Civil Rights Act came about.
You can hear the exact moment white people stopped being cool. You can hear the announcers, they're like, man, welcome to Chicago, where the White Sox take on the Brooklyn Dodgers. And we all had cool white nicknames. Like, up at the mound is Old Curly. He's a 47-year-old alcoholic. He's the greatest athlete alive.
During the 1940s, most athletes were white, and black people were not yet seen or thought of as members of professional sports teams.
Then it happened, dude. And Jackie came up to the plate. You can hear the announcers like, meh. Coming up to the plate is a young colored boy from Brooklyn. No way he can hit Curly's pitch. Here comes the pitch. Fuck, home run.
Jackie Robinson broke the MLB color barrier, and Shane believes this was when it all changed for white people.
Right, yeah, that was pretty good. That was good. That was good. It's time for us to focus on computers.
This was one of the easiest impressions for Shane. These people were his ancestors, after all. But Shane hasn't only impersonated Americans. He's put on the accents of many different nations from across the world.
It's just such a fucking hassle. It's like, I'm pointing at it. Like, this is the fucking beauty.
Well, that's why I put number for like 57.
Yeah, this one, even with the fucking shit. I was pointing, I was like, that sauce. That. Yes. Like, yeah, that one. She's like, yeah. She's like, a medium or a spicy? Yeah. She's like, medium. She's like, spicy. Like, no, medium. No medium, spicy.
Infamously, Shane's jokes about Asian people on that podcast did get him fired from SNL. And we've covered that in another video that you can watch after, but his jokes about this next nation only got him more applause and respect.
Love on the spectrum. Thank you, Australia. Incredible show. Truly actually an incredible show. How did this show get made? That's an insane show. Only Australia could have come up with this. Only Australians would be like, all right. You know how autistic people are extremely uncomfortable in social settings? Let's stick a camera in these fucking retards' face and watch the time.
This was Shane during his Beautiful Dogs special, highlighting the good things he saw in Australia after his holiday there.
Don't do that. We're all gonna watch it, but don't do that. Look at him trying to fuck.
However, Australia wasn't all good for Shane.
I got bullied. I got made fun of publicly by a goth. They still have goths, dude. Full on black trench coat, black eyeliner, and he made fun of me.
Shane wasn't happy with this, and he wasn't going to let it slide without making a mockery out of the guy.
I hate everything. I hate that he's a goth from Australia. It's like, you can't be that. You can't be a goth from Australia. You sound funny. You can't be, you know what I mean? That guy can't go around like all day, I think about death. It's like, shut up, dude. I'm actually very dark and twisted. No, you're not. You're Australian. You sound funny.
Shane didn't stop at this goth. He took the chance to have a shot at all Australians.
Like if there was like an Australian guy in the office on 9/11, was like, oh fuck, look out! Like, oh no, there's another one, get down! Oh fuck, it's hot up here, gonna have to jump out. No!
It turns out, Shane believes black people are necessary for keeping white people in check, ensuring they don't end up out of control.
No, you need black people. You need black people to keep the whites in check. The last thing you want is a whole island of whites that think they're the coolest people on earth. It's a disaster. That's how you end up with Conor McGregor's walking around like, It's like, shut up, dude.
This isn't Shane's only crazy UFC-related story.
Yeah.
Nobody on earth is better than Nate.
Yeah, that.
Shane got to spend a night with Nate Diaz and his crew after he appeared on the Joe Rogan podcast in Irvine, California, and he loved it.
It's exactly what you think it is. It was everything I wanted. I walked in, it was him just shotgunning a fucking seltzer. I got in there late, and he was like, yo, get him one too. He's the nicest dude ever. Like,
Right.
As soon as I walked in, he was like, yo, get this motherfucker one also. And he got me one. And then we walked outside and he front kicked a stranger.
This seems like a wild thing to do, but Shane sided with Nate.
So Nate's like, everybody that comes up, he's like, let's get a picture. Yeah, fuck you. Like all that. And then one dude walked up that was like Jack. And Nate Diaz just immediately was like, yo, you want to run up on us?
But it was just like a perfectly nice guy who happened to be strong,
No,
right? He was mean mugging?
Well,
He was asking for it?
So I was a little fucked up. But it was tough for me to decipher, was he mean mugging because of the situation or I didn't see
Right,
him pre.
right.
So as soon as Nate called him out, obviously the dude's like,
Right. Then
what's
he gets
up?
on, yeah.
And Nate immediately is like, yo, what's up?
Nate is an act first, speak later type of guy, and Shane respects him for this, which is why when Shane recalls this, he always sees it in a positive light.
Bro,
What were you
he
talking about
front
when
kicked
you,
the
like,
dude, and then we
walked
walked down. As soon as we walked away, he's like, that motherfucker was like talking shit. And I was sitting there like, yeah, for sure.
Totally,
Like,
man.
dude, you're the best.
boys broke up, so I was going to jump in, too.
He's the best ever.
Now, whilst Shane can impersonate old white Americans, people of different nationalities, and UFC fighters, none of these are his best impressions. He's mastered his presidential act better than any you may have realized.
Yeah, they are.
Biden's getting them whips.
They
He's saying, give him a car. We need Lemaire to learn computers. We need Lemaire to learn computers.
Well, I'm starting to study the lads. There's some lads who are so ladded out.
Dog websites. It's good for the economy. It helps the economy. Come on. We need Lemaire, you're making dog websites.
The grumpy dog.
Who doesn't like grumpy dog?
This was perfect. Just like his other Biden impression from his Beautiful Dog special.
Favorite thing about Biden is anytime Biden finishes a speech, he transforms into a Roomba.
Shane's Biden is very good, but it doesn't compare to the next set of his impressions that are by far his most popular.
Final debate of the year. Have one Republican candidate, one Democrat. Be like, all right, fellas, surprise third guest tonight. Fucking stone cold music, the glass shatters. He walks out, just, they're both gay.
Shane's impressions of Trump are undeniably some of his best.
How do you feel about gay rights? I like it, but they're going a little overboard with the dancing. A lot of dancing. I don't know about that.
Many comics have tried to impersonate Trump, but very few have succeeded. And even those who have done some are simply not as good as Shane at doing it.
Guys, a lot of guys say Joe's built like a worm. I don't say that. But Joe is built like a worm. He looks like the Men in Black aliens grew up.
And oh, there's the lovely Heidi, everybody.
Oh, hey. What a great lady. I talked to her backstage, and wonderful woman. The tits are real. Excuse me. A lot of people are saying her tits are fake. They're not fake. I touched them, and great tits, wonderful tits, American tits, and that's the thing that we've lost under this administration. Where are the American tits anymore? 4 years ago, there were American tits. Now there's no American tits. Mexican tits. Mexican tits are streaming up the border and no one's stopping it. Fentanyl tits. Fentanyl. Okay. One shock and you're dead. Can you believe this? This would never... Unimaginable what's happened to this country.
One of Shane's best Trump impressions was displayed during his Beautiful Dogs special.
The night the United States killed the leader of ISIS, Trump comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight in the White House, and he walks down that fucking tunnel like and gives a press conference like he's giving a post-game NBA just killed a guy press conference. He walks up in front of the entire world at midnight and just goes, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. And then he did 40 minutes. The speech is 40 minutes for no reason. It wasn't a prepared speech. He freestyled 40 straight. Not even a speech, just mean shit talk for 40. The meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world. Abu. We could hear him crying. I said, Abu, don't cry. Abu. Let me tell you something. Abu cried. He cried quite a bit. I wouldn't have cried. Crybaby Baghdadi, that's what we were all calling it.
Despite Shane's Trump impressions being hilarious, they were not his best impressions of the night. But they allowed him to build up into the funniest of them all.
Those mother, if I was in there, I'd be like, get out of there, Abu, run. They're great lovers, don't let them get you. Ah, they got him. Ah, they're making him squirt. No! No! How could you do this?
This was how Shane believed we should deal with terrorists. Instead of using excessive violence, we should sexually torture them instead.
We should break in and have our special forces fucking whack them off in their own bed. That sends a pretty serious message, dude. Can you imagine that? Just 4 Navy SEALs holding your arms and legs. You're the only dude without night vision. No! Queer.
How Shane saw the aftermath of a situation like this was hilarious too.
They fly away on a helicopter. You just got jerked off in your own bed. You fucking jerked me off! You make me do cum!
So, it's clear that Shane is a master impersonator who can put on the voice and facial expressions of anyone he chooses. He's had a great career doing this so far, and I'm sure in the future he'll only get better. Guys, we're looking to hire a scriptwriter to help produce these videos. The main thing we're looking for is an interest in comedy, so if you watch our videos often, you are likely a perfect fit, even if you don't have any scriptwriting experience. If you are interested, then please send us an email. I've put it down in the description. But Shane's not the only great comic we've documented on this channel. We've made a video about other comics that have many crazy stories and angry rants. So, click here to watch.